Welcome to the workbench. Modern Locomotives Illustrated Class 87 version has inspired me today. Ever since I saw this photograph here of a double header of Class 87s pulling a steel coil train, and I was inspired. I want to build that train. Well, here's the photo so you can see it a bit better. We've got 87031, Hall of the Wind, and 87014, Knight of the Thistle, pulling this train up the Loon Gorge. Well, I've bought two wagon kits, Cambrian wagon kits, steel carrying wagons. One is a BAA and one is a BBA. Slightly different. We'll see the difference when I've built it, I suppose. Well, if you're like me and you've built Airfix kits in the 1960s as a boy or a girl, if you happen to be a girl watching, then you'll be used to some pretty detailed instructions of how to build kits. I would say these instructions are the other end of the spectrum. If you look at that diagram there, that's... well, let's just say they've made the best use of space there, and maybe I'll be able to decipher it in the fullness of time. I will tell you as we're going along. Right, so here's the kit. In addition, I have had to acquire some bearings and some wheels, which came from Eileen's Emporium. Very friendly and helpful. Some couplings, which I think I already had. Also some transfers, which came from Model Master UK. Alright, let's start building. Firstly, the bogie. Well, these little bearings are easy enough. Just to pop in a hole. I suppose you could glue them in, but they press fit and they're never going to come out once they're in. Just very carefully into the hole and press. There we go. So we have our four bearings in. These are Gibson's wheels, so they're going to go like so, and we're just going to put a bit of glue here and a glue here, and then we're going to get an elastic band, fasten it up, wait for it to set. There we go. Well, I've made up my bogies times two. Not very obvious from the diagram where these end pieces had to fit. So in the end I looked on the photograph on the website and just copied what they'd done on a completed wagon, which you could see a picture of there. I mean, this diagram here, I mean, to be blunt, it looks like there's a dead spider being squashed onto the page, doesn't it? Well, I'm sorry to have to say that. You can't get... Anyway, that's all done together. Now on to the next bit. Well, we can see the difference between the BAA and the BBA. These are considerably longer. The bogies are actually identical, and the BAA have these ends, like so, and the BBA have these ends, like so. So I'm going to paint all these now. Oh, I've also, from Model Railway Scenery, got these cardboard. Here's one I've assembled. That is a steel roll. So I've got some bit of painting to do now. That's my next stage. Well, a bit of progress has been made. They run nicely. I've also bought these weights from eBay, costing very little, just, I don't know, £5, something like that. Self-adhesive, little ones are 5, big ones are 10, and just stick a few of these underneath, just to give it a bit of track adhesion. So I will do that. Then of course the transfers, that's the next thing to do. Also, I have been working with these. These which I purchased from Stenson Models, etched brass cradles. So you put it all together loosely and you twist these tabs to hold it all in place, and then you apply the solder, and that's the finished item. Then you can sand down the tab things, and they're going to go, well, I'll probably get another one of these, and this is how the rolled steel will go onto them. Okay, so I'm pretty pleased with those actually. Need painting obviously. I think they get painted red the same as the ends. Well, look how things have progressed in the steel wagon world. Pretty much finished, I would say. Well, this is the BAA wagon. Now apparently these steel stays are meant to be on jaunty angles, so I thought I'd tell you that in case you think I'd messed it up. They are meant to be on jaunty angles like so. I've been hard at work building all these steel coils so they can rest on here like this, sort of varying degrees of rust and colour. Got some bigger ones as well. So that's how that's going to look. I have also been tempted. This is a proper Bachmann model, but these are not cheap. These cost £40. Well, I think Hatton's do them for £39, but then you've the postage, and also they haven't got any in at the moment. So I could never afford to build up a rake of a lot of those at that price. But nevertheless, a nice wagon. How do you think my kit holds up against the Bachmann model? I would say alright. Alright. Well, here's the BA wagon that I was working on. I did get these the wrong way round. I don't know if you noticed previously, but I've put that right. So that's that one. And then I built another two. These haven't got the stays because these are going to have these cradles on here like so. And these coils are going to go on here like so. So it's going to be magnificent. So there are two of those, the same. Now I know what you want. You want to see this train running. Well, so do I.